Good to see you too, kid. You've come a long way. You've come a long way. I'm starting to see you on my Instagram. So I'm like, hey, he's doing it. He's doing it, you know?
Enough praise for Mark Raimondi. So, how are we doing? Obviously,
It's a short story, but Mark ruined my life at a point in time, man. So I hated him for a minute, you know. I was going to kick his ass. And then we made up. We hugged it out. You know, we broed it up. So we're good.
Mark knows a thing or two about short stories. It's okay. Anyways,
What is going on here?
Sheesh.
This is a fight that's been a long time coming. I know you guys were booked, I think, in 2015 against Ally Quintus. So to have this happen now, just what's the feeling?
I just want to see what we learned from each other, you know, since our last run-in. And I felt like I was a young, stupid kid at that time, you know. So this one, I want to make sure I wanted to let Al know that, first of all, I seen him at one of these shows, and he was like, yeah, if we ever run, can we run it back? He's like, yeah, cool. And so he held up to his word. He took the fight. But I also wanted to say the first time I was kind of just crazy at that time, you know. And one thing I learned is whatever you say, you got to back that shit up, you know. So I think Al thought that I was gonna be that crazy same kid, and I was gonna be talking shit and doing wild shit. So he kind of beat me to it, and he got to saying some shit about like flawless victory. And I know you old enough, you know what that comes from. Fucking Mortal Kombat. That shit's a game, you know? That's a game. This is real life, and now you gotta back that shit up. That you think you're gonna go in there and not get touched. Okay, everybody gets touched by me, and they get touched a lot. That's what you want to say, you know. But now you done dug your grave with your tongue. You know what I'm saying? You got to go back that shit up. I'm just going to keep it cool, respectful. My work says for itself. This is the reason why the UFC hasn't let me go is they like my work.
You feel after the last two, though, is there a bigger weight on your shoulders to make sure you get the win this time?
Absolutely not. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't. I'm going to be straight up with you. This is just a journey. This is a freaking blessing to be here. I just put my heart into every time I do it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Fuck you too, you know? I really don't give a shit. I just do me, and I try to do it the best I can. I try to inspire people, uplift people, you know? Like the last show, they were kind of just like, kind of just going through the motions. I'm like, okay, watch this. I'm going to pump them the fuck up. My thing is to get you out your seat, you know? How can I get you out your seat? And so if it's a good or it's a bad, I'm going to get you out your seat. And everybody was chanting my name. I'm like, I thought they were going to hate me, you know? But they were pumping me up. And I'm like, if you scream my name, I'm going to go fucking nuts, you know? You scream my name, I'm going to electrify the building. That's what I do. And it happened. So we got a fight of the night. It was dope. And over half of my fights are fight of the nights. Why? Because I go out there and this is what I do. And so I can count on that I won't quit, that I'm going to put my heart out there in line. I'm going to inspire some people.
So that's kind of the standard you set for yourself, is if you feel you've done that, whether it's the win or the loss, that's just kind of what, in the days falling out of the fight, you can be happy with.
As long as my performance is great, I went out there and impressed my coach, you know. That's all I can do, you know. Besides that, the judges, I feel like they're a bit behind. You know, where we need like more MMA people to come along and recognize the difference between good shots and bad shots, you know? Like sometimes they're saying a kick, Rafael, he was kicking me. I'm like, I could swear I can count on one hand how many times he actually kicked me. And if you want to count these little baby leg kicks, that don't really count me. And then they'd hit an elbow or they hit here, and people are thinking that counts as a land. That doesn't count as a land in our sport. But the judges go, pow, pow. Oh, God, he's kicking. No, he's kicking my arm. I'm blocking him. And you have to understand the difference.
Is it surprising you that we haven't had more progress on that side? Because I feel like you've been talking about this stuff for like 10 years since Jay-Z and Strikeforce and things like that. Yet here we are.
Yeah, you really did your homework. I think it's more of because I think they're worried that the MMA guys will be biased. You know, I fought that guy years ago or that team. And so now he's going against it. And I would rather take that guy than to take a guy who doesn't know, you know, or taking a judge who everyone said you're wrong. Everyone said you're wrong. And 100% of people said third round is mine, and you gonna give it a 10-9. Actually, it was a freaking 8-10 round. How could you go 10-9 for him? It's just like, okay, you don't know how to do your job. But see, every time I say this, it gets me in more trouble. It's like, I think they're doing it subliminally, like, man, stick it to him again, and stick it to him again. Maybe he'll shut his mouth, you know?
Well, with that said, last thing, I mean, you are kind of in Al's neck of the woods a little bit here, so do you feel like you have to go out there and be particularly definitive? I know you said you don't really care as long as it's a good fight, but in order to get that win, I'm sure maybe you need to hammer it down a little bit more.
That's what everyone's telling me, you know, go a little harder, you know, go a little harder. Everybody like, but it's an interesting thing, you know, when you're playing this game. Nobody's in there but you. Nobody understands the cardio we've done, the work we've done. If you look at all the stats on all these fights, go back. They're almost doubled, but they're telling me do more. Double them. Do more. If that's, knock him out. He wouldn't go to sleep. I did the best I can, and that's what I just leave it at, you know? I doubled his numbers. That's all I can say, sir.
Bobby, to your left over here, to your left. You mentioned squashing the beef with Mark. I know that you had a recent incident sort of with Jamal Hill. I'm curious, did you squash that beef or any updates there?
Yeah. I haven't talked to Jamal, so I don't really know. And be honest, that guy's got me in some more trouble. And now black folks is after me, and I'm some Uncle Tom. I'm like, y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know where I come from. I come from the streets. Like, I come from some dark places, and some people are like, well, he looks like a black guy, but he doesn't fuck with the black people. I'm like, what? Okay. So he got me in a lot of trouble. So I called his brother, the guy that I actually got into it with. I got his number, and I talked to him, and when he's talking to me, he's like, okay, I'm talking to another black dude. You know what I mean? We got other talk that we don't talk the talk here, but we got on the phone, and hey, whoop the whoop, and whoop the whoop the whoop, you know? He's like, okay, yeah, we from the same, okay, I respect you. And we came to an understanding. I was just explaining to him, like, it's just about class. That's all I really felt it was about. Like, you got to understand where you are. And first of all, why'd you pick me? Like, I was talking to some random person, and this guy comes up, and he just comes at me. I'm like, oh. Out of all these people in this stadium, he came and stopped in front of me and was, who you going for? Like, all tough and shit. I already sensed the energy that he was on. So I'm like, why? Because if you wasn't, I was going to whoop the whoop, and then walked off. I'm like, it's going to be a long night, buddy. But all I'm saying, not even that, like, because I'm not even that trying to bring that energy. What I was saying was, have some respect and know how to act, because you don't know who you know. You don't know who's around, what killers. We're in the sea of MMA fighters. There's coaches that fought that are going to be in these crowds. There's families that train. There's so many people that you don't know what they know. Like, you could be in there, but you maybe do jiu-jitsu, and he doesn't know it, and he can get choked out in a quick minute by you. No one knows. And so just learning how to conduct yourself among people like that, you know, just how to act. That's all really the message was. Somehow I got called an Uncle Tom. I guess so.
Crazy world, right?
Fuck yeah.
Best of luck, Bobby.
Quick question. So, over here on your right, first time competing over.
Oh, he pointed to me, buddy. Look, he was talking. He looked like he was talking.
He started talking first.
I got a ventriloquist
quick question
over
right
there.
here. And he pointed over there. I was like, okay.
No.
Go ahead, bro.
First time competing here on the East Coast, New York specifically. Any thoughts on, California, New York, the old long-time rivalry for a whole lot of different sports, whole lot of different things, whole lot of different entertainments.
Shit.
Not trying to get you in trouble.
Shit.
You don't need to say shit if you don't want to, but is there something that, like, it comes up to you that this is, I have to rep for me, I have to do this for this?
For the West and do all that different stuff. Everybody's been telling me this since the fight started. You're going in their backyard. You're going to play a West Coast song. You're going to play an East Coast song. All the blah, blah, blahs. I'm going to do me, sir. And if you don't like it and you can't take it, I suggest you move, That's really it at the end of the day. I really am not worried about no East Coast, West Coast beef or nothing like that. I'm just a loving individual. I'm shooting love out. If you don't like it, hey, just slide on out my way, I got no negativity for anybody. I bring in the show. I'm here to entertain. But I have been on the East a little bit. You from the East?
From here.
Man, you guys y'all got this nature about y'all. You know?
Did you see the crowd after the first Knicks win? It was amazing.
Nah, no, I didn't. But I went and walking in the streets last night just to go feel the city out a little bit, you know? And we went for pizza. And I'm like, how you doing, sir? And the dude just, what do you want? I'm like,
There's no real stranger interaction in here.
it ain't no, you know? And so it happened again. We went to CVS. It was a black lady. I'm like, hello, miss, how are you? Maybe she didn't hear me. How are you? How's your day? Are you having a bad day today, miss? No, I just got here. I'm like, dang, this is some New Yorker stuff or something, you know? What's going on with you guys? Why y'all so mean?
Point A to point B, man.
Man, real shit. It's just like, it's in your face. Get the fuck out of here. You got business? Take your business and go.
Got places to be, things to do, man.
Man, so I'm getting used to it. It is what it is. But there's no beef. And I'm not going to, whatever it is, whatever it is. You got to roll with the punches. If it's negative, then it's negative, then cool. You know, I'm here to do my show. I'm not even paying attention to that stuff. I'm here to impact people. That's it, bro. I don't care.
But you are going to come out to a West Coast song, right?
You from the West?
Yeah. Hey, used to live in the Inland Empire, too.
Oh, wow. That's dope. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Keep it real with you. I'm not going to come west. I'm not going to come east. I'm going to do me, like I said. I'm going to do me. And not east or west. I don't like the guys that do the same song every time, you know? Every time it's this song, like you got the California Kid, it's California Love, you know? You got Nate. Nate's going to come out to Tupac. I'm going to do me. And every time it's different. You never know what you're going to get. You never know. And so you have to pay attention instead of, oh, I know this, and I know this tune, and we know this dance, we know that. No. We're going to do something different this time.
One cost. You can eat pizza during fight week, or were you just watching your teammates eat it?
That's a great question. No, I had to watch them in fucking anger. I felt like a recovering addict, you know, just watching them eat it. And are you gonna finish that last bite? Oh, maybe I could just chew on a little bit of it when they don't look. You know, it is what it is. But I'm gonna go ahead and try it. Like I've been asking all the New Yorkers, like where the best pizza is. Maybe you can tell me. You know what I'm saying? Where the best pizza is. Where some great Italian. I don't think you guys do sushi out here, do you? Yeah. Okay. Awesome. I have to find all three of those. Thanks, guys.